Okay, so I think till the time, shall we just go for small round of introduction? So anybody can start. You can just tell about yourselves, or if you are new to IT, or what is your background. Just a small round of introduction, so that I can get a background or overview of how to handle this. So anybody can start, like Ravi Tej or anyone. Please feel free to
Yeah.
talk. Then only it will be interesting. So that's the reason. Yeah. Go ahead, Ravi.
Yeah, my name is Raiteja. Actually, I'm working in Capgemini. I have total 5.4 years of experience. I'm working on currently MQ technology, IBM MQ.
Oh,
So trying to switch the technology. So
fine. And so your technology is coming under integration, or it's totally different?
it's a middleware, same, not an integration, but it's a middleware kind of. Yeah, we can say that it's related to Mulesoft, where
Oh,
we
fine.
can interchange the messages.
Fine. Good, Raviteja. Thanks for it. So, who is the next?
Hi, my name is Sudhir Kumar.
Yeah.
Currently I'm working in TCS. I'm working in mainframe technology.
Okay, super. So you just wanted to switch from mainframe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From mainframe I want to shift to integration code.
Okay. Fine. Thanks, Sudhir. So next. Yeah, next. Anybody can start. Yeah.
I'm Chaitanya.
Yeah. Hi, Chaitanya.
I'm from West Godavari district. Temple.
Okay.
Right now, I'm not working.
Okay.
I'm from mechanical background.
Okay.
I learned a lot of technologies like MQ message broker and
Oh,
testing tools.
yeah.
But now I am learning MQ. I mean Mulesoft nearly 20 classes I done. But
Okay.
I want to learn from first onwards. So
Okay.
my brother also already in software field. So
Mhm.
now I want to move on that side.
Okay. Good, Chaitanya. I think you landed on the right platform.
Yeah.
On your topic. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. So who is next? Yeah, Nagesh.
Yes, Nagesh.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Nagesh.
Is there any introduction?
Just an intro. We can able to hear your voice.
Okay, this is Nagesh. Before I worked as a market developer.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Okay.
Right now I'm working as a freelancer
Oh, fine.
and a cab designer particularly.
Mm-hmm.
I want to learn taking training and
Mm-hmm.
work on it.
Okay. Fine. Thanks, Nagesh. So who is next? Yeah, Naveen.
Next, studying mechanical.
Yeah, can you be little bit louder, please, because your volume is.
Myself, Naveen.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I can able to hear you.
And I completed my engineering in mechanical department.
Okay.
And I passed out in 2019.
Oh, okay.
So I'm searching for a job.
Okay. Fine. Mhm.
Uh,
So
then I
before
meet
that.
Santosh.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yeah, I can able to hear you.
He referred me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine, Naveen. Good to hear. Yeah. So any other? What about any other? Manasvi or Balu?
Yeah, hi. Actually, I'm Saidi.
Yeah, hi.
Basically, I'm from mechanical background.
Okay.
And I'm working as an admin in a private company.
Okay. Good.
I want to just shift my career towards this IT sector.
Okay. So, fine, Manasvi. Thank you. So, is there anybody else remaining? Sudhir, Ravi, Naveen. Okay. So I think everybody has done their introduction. Fine. So what we can able to hear, so most of the people are from not an IT background. Okay. So the first thing which I want to tell to all the people is it's good that you came to IT in the correct technology, because when you are moving to new technology from some other background to an IT is divided into three things. Like it may consist of development, or it may consist of support or network. There are many things. Okay, so many things are embedded in nowadays. New technologies are emerging, but the thing is you need to analyze the market. Okay, so based on market only, the your payroll or whatever the cost of the developer is determined, because many people knows language like Java, C++ or anything. They know language. There may be thousands or lakhs of people who know all these things, but there will be small group of technicians whom the demand will be more. Okay, so similarly in integration, in IT we are in one platform called integration. Okay, so integration, or they will be telling us a middleware means, simple in our terms, it's called middleman. Okay, so you are landing in the middleware. So you are going to perform a operation which is going to connect some one application to another application. Okay, so the next question which arises is why you want to come directly for integration, or what is boosting in integration. Okay, so that will be switching, because if you see means, whenever there is a demand is high, the people who are knowing the demand, or the consumers will be very less. So there only the demand will be high. So similarly, when you see means Mulesoft, that is before 3 years or 4 years, the demand for Mulesoft is very low, because that time only it was developing. So slowly it was developing. So there were many other big players in the market like Dell, Boomi, or many like softwares. But nowadays, when it is migrated to latest technology for last 2 years, you can see that the Mulesoft has bloomed like anything. If you see the cost of the Mulesoft is, to the fresher level itself, they are giving more than 7 lakhs. So that is one of the good thing when you come and see in the Mulesoft. And other most important thing which you can ask why we are coming for Mulesoft is, if you have done anything, if you have done your college background, or if you are from the mechanical background, if you are from any background, okay, that's not an issue. But if you have done the Mulesoft certifications, or if you are aware of what is Mulesoft, how you can handle inside that playground, that's enough. They are ready to take you. That's the one of the most important thing why people are now switching to Mulesoft. As somebody said, freelancer. So whenever you are going for freelancer for Mulesoft, you can say the pay scale for Mulesoft project will be very, very high, because there are only few people who know or understand the Mulesoft and who are just completing the certification. So that's the main reason. Okay, so just want to give you the overall, as that you are landed on the right platform. So just now I'll just share my screen. Just I have one small presentation for you. Just bear with me if it is not very good. I just done on my own. Okay. So before going to, let me give a small introduction of myself. Let me give a small introduction of myself. Okay, so my name is Vail Murugan. So I'm also from IT background, and I have more than 5 years of experience. And in Mulesoft, I started my career in Mulesoft, okay, before 4 years itself. So where it was just starting or emerging its technology, it was in the previous version, like 3.x something they will be telling. Okay, now we are in 4.x version. So when I was in 3.x version, I just gone to Mulesoft, and I just enrolled myself in Mulesoft, and I thought that this technology will be working perfectly for me, because I thought when I want to switch my company or switch my anything, so based on my pay scale, I just decided the integration platform, because here only you can able to switch very quickly, and you can get the package whatever you are decide of. That's the main reason. So now it's almost 5 years in this journey, and now I completed most of the certification in Mulesoft, and currently I am just working as a principal solution architect in not an Indian company, it's a US company. In the meantime, I'm also dealing with the training. So my training experience is a vast thing. So I have taken both level of like basic level of Mulesoft as well as the advanced level of Mulesoft. Okay. So in our training package, you will be going through both the things, and you will be in a manner at the end of the training, you will be in a manner to do and achieve the Mulesoft certifications. And there is a chance that in short period of time, in another 1 or 2 months, you may become a pro developer in Mulesoft. So that's one small introduction of myself. Okay, so let us go for first term. So all these times I was telling simply an integration. Okay, so you need to know, because the people who are not from the IT background, they need to know what is meant by integration, what it does actually, or what is the term it means of. Okay, so integration is very simple. Okay, as you can see from this diagram itself, it is just connecting the two system. Okay, just it will be connecting, that is there will be one target system, there will be on source system. So what this integration will do means it will just act as a middleman, and it will just connect, or it will just create a connection between these two systems. That is known as the integration. So this is one of the basic term which you need to understand whenever you come into this IT world. So the next question which arises, integration is fine, but can anybody tell me why we are going for integration? Just based on your knowledge, just on your own words, not alone for this software. Just you can tell me why we are going for integration. Anybody can tell. Just 1 or 2 lines is enough. I can hear full of silence. Okay, fine. So why we are going for integration is, so the main reason for integration is the productivity. Okay, so nowadays all the people are reaching ahead of communication. That is, they want the communication at a speedy manner. If you take your WhatsApp, if you take your Facebook, Instagram, whatever the platform we are using nowadays, what are the targets? They need to done everything in fraction of seconds, because the consumers, we people are expecting everything in a speedy manner. If it is in 1 GB file also, it should be happening in a speedy manner. That's the reason we just evolved to 3G to 4G to 5G, like that we are just evolving. Everything should be happening, and it should talk to each other, and the functionality should happen at a speedy manner. That's why they are going for the integration platform. So this integration platform, what it does is, it is just acting as a middleman and confirming that whatever the communication should happen, it should be happening in a speedy manner. That's the reason they are going for the integration. And another most important reason is the other thing of middleman. What he will do means, suppose we are having two languages. One may be Tamil and another may be Telugu. Okay. So both the people don't know what are their languages. They can't speak properly. So there should be one common medium. If suppose if there is an English, both the people knows means, with English language, they can translate the information, so that the communication is happening between these two people smoothly, and it is understandable, and it is very effective. In the similar way, if you are in the IT world, there are many end system. End system means it is some separate system like our computer. They will also having some specific data. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so you want in full view. Just a minute. I'll just try to put in full view. Yeah. So is it fine now? I think, yeah. So the communication will be happening if there isn't common thing. Similarly, in IT also, there will be many kind of end system. Okay, one end system, the behavior will be different. The another end system, the behavior will be different. So if we want to get the data from both the system, there should be some common way, or there should be some common mechanism or middleman who can just take the information from this two system and exchange the information and get the data. For this basic reason only, we are going for the integration. Okay, So the next term, which is very familiar, is whenever you are crossing in IT in integration platform, they will be telling this term called enterprise service bus. Okay, it is nothing big. It is very simple, common term. Whatever we discussed now of the middleman, the same functionality is in the IT term. They are telling ESP. ESP means enterprise service bus. Okay. So what it does is, you can see from the diagram itself, you can see that the enterprise service bus in the middle, and there are some consumers X, Y, and Z, and there are some producers called A, B, and C. So producer is one endpoint and consumer is another endpoint. Both are different endpoint. And what this enterprise service bus is doing is, it is just acting as a middle layer. Middle layer in the sense a common man, where it is just exchanging the information between these two systems. Okay, that's the basic term called the ESP. Okay, so apart from this, you are in Mulesoft, but if you come for integration platform, there are also many other target system which is running on, or target technology which is there in the integration too. So I just taken some of the leading technology or different tools available in market for now. So apart from Mulesoft, we are also having the IBM Enterprise Bus. We are also having the Dell Boomi. We are also having the APG. We are also having the Jitterbit, WSO, Fuse, ESP. These are all nothing but similarly like Mulesoft. These are also other terms of integration platform. Okay. Now a question will arise with all of you. So we are having this many tools available in the market, but why the people are switching to Mulesoft nowadays? That's the major thing which you need to know. There should be some specific criteria or specific special feature, no, why the people are migrating Mulesoft. In fact, we are having more than 10 more applications of the same thing. It is also going to do the same work whatever the Mulesoft is doing. But what makes Mulesoft special, or what makes Mulesoft different from others, is we will discuss that deeply. So before going to this topic, is it clear what is meant by integrations and what is meant by ESP?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So what about others? At least one yes or no is enough for me, because our interaction, there should be some interaction.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So as I say, there are many tools in market nowadays. The same thing, they are also doing the same thing, but there should be something which is very convenient to the consumers. Okay, so I myself call as a Mulesoft the hero, because these are the key ways why the Mulesoft is different from other applications. Okay, the first most important thing is it is lightweight. Okay, what is meant by lightweight, or what is meant by weight actually? If you take any application in IT world, everything will be having the application size, they will be having some size. For example, if you are using your real-time example is WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook, whenever you are downloading that applications, you will be having the file sizes some 20 MB or 24 MB, they will be telling. Similarly, for MuleSoft also, for all other applications also, they will be having some weight, the weight of the application, because the weight plays a key role whenever you are working. So once again, can the people who are not speaking, can you please go on mute? I can hear some disturbance. Yeah, I think it's Chaitanya. I think it's on unmute. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so the weight plays a major role, okay, because depending on the weight, your application also will be running. Suppose your application is of large weight, what will you do? So each time when you're running the application, it is going to take large amount of time. It is going to crash, or it is going to hang, or something may happen. So the key features which differs here is the Mulesoft is of lightweight. Lightweight in the sense the whole applications of Mulesoft, if you zip means it will just come into small MB size. Okay, and if you are reducing the dependencies, and if you are taking only the code means it will still reduce to some 2 MB or 3 MB. And if you see the whole application weight itself, whenever you are downloading the Anypoint Studio, the studio which is used to work for inside the Mulesoft, it is also some smaller size only. So that's the reason many people are opting for a Mulesoft. And another important reason is easy to learn. Okay, So this is one main term, because all people will be eager to learn all the things, and when it is easy, it is attractive to the consumers. They can easily understand what it is happening, and they can easily learn, and they will be productive. The main reason why many people are coming to Mulesoft is everything is documented. Okay, each and everything, A to Z. If you want to know each and every details of Mulesoft, the Mulesoft has provided the 100% beautiful documentation. Everything with the example, what it means in future, how it will be, what are the previous version, and what are the alternate things. Each and everything the Mulesoft has given the documentation for you. For everything, the links is available. You can view it freely. So that's the another most important thing. And another thing is easy to interact. Interact in the sense, if you're using an applications, and if you're seeing the graphical user interface, that is the open screen, it should be in user friendly, that it should be in a way that you should easily, whenever you're seeing some connector, or whenever you're seeing some images inside the studio, you can easily understand what it is mean. Suppose if you want to take pictures, means you will be having picture icon, so you can easily able to identify. Similarly, if you want to connect any end system, means in Mulesoft, the connectors are very easy to understand. By name itself, you can understand what kind of connector you are going to use and how you are going to use. Okay, that's why it is called easy to interact. And another thing, easy to connect any system or target. This is one of the most important point, because the main objective of middleware, what we discussed, it needs to connect with some end system, and it needs to create a connection between that end system. Then only you can able to fetch the data from any system if you want, or you can develop any application. So to connect to any system, there are many ways. If you go to any Java or anything, means if you want to connect to any system, means you need to write many terms of coding. Okay, for each and everything, what kind of method, how we need to connect, and what is the pseudocode, everything you need to write in that code, and after that you need to execute. After that only we can able to connect to an end system. But in Mulesoft, the most important thing is everything is on the connector configuration. What do you mean by connector configuration? Means you will be having one drop down option, or you will be having one connector. Just you are going to drag and drop it to connect to the system. Already the 60% work, the coding knowledge, everything is already done for you. Just you are going to connect, or you are going to drag that connector, or you are going to just click on that connector, and you are going to see the connector configuration, what kind of host, or what kind of port, or what is the URL to connect. You are directly going to give it, and the next system is you are going to test the connection. So where it is very easy compared to other system. And the naming of the connector also, if you see, means in latest 4.41 version, if you take for example Salesforce, nowadays Salesforce is a big consumer. Okay, so if you take Salesforce, means for each operation inside the Salesforce, one connector they are given for each operation, like create, delete, update, everything in Mulesoft 4 you are having separate connector. You don't need to confuse at all. When you click the Salesforce connector, you will be having each and every option detailedly present. So it will be very easy for the people who don't know, or who are just starting the Mulesoft. They can just directly drag that, and they can just alter the information, or give the connection details and connect to the system. So that is one of the main important point. Easy to connect to any system or target. Okay, so the next way, this is most attractive way. Okay, so whenever you're using any applications, or if you're working inside any application, what the people will think? They will be thinking that the graphical view, how we are viewing, it should be in a good format, or it should be in an attractive manner. Then only you will be having the interest to go inside that and dig deep inside that. So this is in Mulesoft, if it comes inside the studio also, you are having the perfect graphical view. That is, you are having 4 different views. Okay, so you can be able to weave each and everything separately in back end as well as in the front end. Each and everything you can able to view directly. You don't it is nothing like once a big coding file where you need to search each and everything. It's nothing like that. If you are getting any error, what is the error, from which component you are getting the error, from which line you are getting that error, inside that line which particular word you are getting that error, you can identify in Mulesoft. So which makes your work very easy. It's very direct. So directly you can go to that light and you can just edit it. That's why it is telling it is very easy to weave in graphical way. Okay. Time usage is very less. Okay, absolutely. Whenever you are doing anything, the objective, the main objective of human mind will be the time should be less. It may be the client or it may be anybody. Whatever you are doing, you need to do in a speedy manner. The time should be less. The time should be less. So the main important thing in MuleSoft is whenever you are deploying in an application inside your local machine or inside any target mission or cloud app, or it may be any target system. Okay, the time taken to deploy or to run that applications is very, very less compared to other software in the market. Okay, so it is having each and everything in itself. You don't need to wait on other in system and all. So the whole package is already there. Whenever you are executing the software, it is take much lesser time compared to other application. Okay, so easy in deployment. Maybe in mechanical ground, it may be difficult to understand what is meant by deployment as of now. But deployment is nothing but, suppose if you are developing anything, you are creating something, leave the development word also. Let us take in creating. You are creating anything. Okay, whenever you are creating anything, after the product is ready, you need to publish it to outer world. Then only the consumer will take it. Okay, similarly in IT world, whatever you are developing using any code, it may be any coding knowledge or whatever knowledge you are having. If you are developing an application like WhatsApp, the next of what you will be doing, the next of what you need to do is you need to socialize this. You need to expose to the outer world. So for that, there is one small step remaining in that. Okay, so that is called the deployment. Deployment is nothing but we're just taking that code and exporting that code, making it as an application and giving to the outer people via any means, like a cloud app, or it may be an applications, or it may be anywhere, it may be hosting. So it is the deployment option in MuleSoft is very, very easy. And one more additional thing is the Mule itself giving each and everything, like the cloud app version of Mule is free for you. You can directly go and deploy in the cloud app, where each and everything is handled by the MuleSoft. Each and everything means, suppose if you are developing any applications, if you want to socialize it to other world, you need to get many things, like you need to have the permission, you need to have the space, you need to have the technology, and you need to know where it needs to host it. So whenever you are going for cloud app in MuleSoft, just it's two step. Just deploy application is only two step, where the application automatically all the infrastructure needed for deployment is already will be ready. Just the application will be hosting, which makes your work very, 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 very less compared to other applications. Because in IT world, many people, the most important terms which they will be hearing is deployment. Okay, or production, they will be telling it's in the production, it's in this environment, the code is in production phase, so it is very important time, we need to be concentration, like that they will be telling. Why? Because after developing our product, they needs to host the application securely inside to the outer world. For that, you need to go through many steps, like you need to set the infrastructure, you need to set the OS, you need to set the space, and you need to see the configuration. After that, the application should be properly working, so each and everything is working. At last, your application is going and sitting, means after that one round of testing or two round of testing, you will come to know that okay, this application is working as expected. So this many steps are carried out in the deployment phase. In MuleSoft, it is only if you are going for the MuleSoft itself offering the cloud up version, the cloud up deployment. If you are going for this option, means it is only 2 or 3 steps. Everything is ready. Just you are going to deploy the application in their URL. You will come to know what is meant by that URL, and inside that you will be deploying your applications. It will be hosted. After deploying also, the MuleSoft is giving the license to extend it, and you can able to monitor it. You can able to see each and every information, who are the people reaching this application, everything and all. Okay. The next thing, the cost is very less. Okay, so in fact, whatever you are doing, as similarly like timing, you also need to know how much cost it is, because this plays a major role. One second. So is my voice is clear now?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yes.
if it is breaking, means you can directly tell me. Okay, so if anybody missed any point, means please tell me. We can go again and we can come back.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Okay, so the cost is very less. So the ultimate aim of our people will be, in fact, we want the cost should be very less. Then only it will be very feasible for us. So what in terms of MuleSoft is giving that? Why I am telling the cost is very less? Okay, the studio version, if you come for MuleSoft, it is for free. You can just download and use it however you want it. And the platform version, there is one more thing where you need to deploy or monitor everything and all. You are having something called Anypoint platform. We will carry out detailedly what is meant by that in the coming slide. But the platform version also, it is giving for 1 month of trial period. It is free. You can able to host your application, you can deploy your application, you can monitor your application. In fact of that, if you want to purchase the license or if you want to extend the thing, means the cost, if you see, means it is very less compared to other applications. So these are the many factors which makes MuleSoft as a hero. Okay, I always tell MuleSoft as a hero. So that's the reason I just put this Rajnikant pic. So don't take it in a wrong way. So this many items are there which is differentiating MuleSoft from other technology or the other basic main players in the market like Dell, Boomi, Apigee, Jitterbit, everything and all. So this many advantages are there when you are coming for the MuleSoft. Okay. So till here, you have any doubt or you want any clarification, please ask me. Or if I am going very speed or slow, is it okay? Anything. But I need some information from you. Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, fine. So is it clear till what we discussed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay, so the people
Basically,
from mechanical also, because for you people only I'm going very slowly and detailedly so that you can get some overview of where we are. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you for that response. Okay, so this many times I was just shouting on what is meant by MuleSoft, why we are going to MuleSoft, what is integration, this many advantages, something like that and all. Now let us see what actually the MuleSoft is giving for you people to work it on, or what are the things it is having inside in MuleSoft, what is the package it is having. This one slide will give you the overall thing what it is giving. Okay, it is very simple. If you go and see in the Google Chrome and type just MuleSoft management, you will get this picture. Suppose if you want to see again, means okay. So in this picture you can see some of the words called Anypoint Design Center, Anypoint Management Center, Anypoint Exchange, something like that and all. Each and everything is meant for some purposes. Okay, because MuleSoft as a whole package, you need to gather the informations, you need to develop something. After developing the something, you need to publish it, or you need to give it to the outer world. After giving to the outer world also, you need to monitor your application. To do all this thing, there should be many things which will be supporting you. There should be many small components, or there may be many URLs which will be supporting you. So in that way only it is telling Anypoint Design Center. Okay, so the first thing here, if you see, means it is the studio. Studio is nothing but to work to do your development, to work it on each and everything. It is offering the studio. Okay, you can able to easily download the studio. Just you can have one credentials and download the studio. That's enough. Okay. um and the next thing you can see here is API designer. Okay, so API designer is nothing but, as I told, no, this thing and all you will come to know in this API development lifecycle. Okay, just you can see this words: API designer, connector dev kit, runtime manager, API manager, analytics. All these things you will be going through each and every time detailedly when we are going down the slides. Okay, so this all the things the MuleSoft is providing for you for each and everything. How you need to download it, how you need to go through it, how you need to find each and everything is documented A to Z. You don't need to rely on an external thing, or you don't need to rely for any other videos or anything. Our MuleSoft document is more than enough for all your queries. Okay, so to understand this slide, we will go through the below slides. Okay, so this is one overall thing. So the people who are from other apart from IT, it will be very interesting for you. Okay, because we all people are using this Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram. Okay, but anybody would have thought how this is working and what these people are doing to make us understand, or how these people are giving this much update, how it is working actually. Okay, you are having one app, and inside that app you are just registering your mobile number, you are just passing your informations, passing the videos, photos, everything, each and everything, how it is happening. Okay, in back end, if you see, means for each and everything, they will be having one big diagram like this. So it will be a good thing. Not alone WhatsApp, not alone Instagram, each and everything will have a good overview diagram like this. Okay, similarly, if you are going inside the Mulesoft, this is your whole thing where the Mulesoft is doing. Okay, here if you see, means the social platform is here. Okay, the mobility devices like your mobile device, car, whatever the things, it is like that. SaaS application means your application, the it is not like Facebook or anything. For specific application, it will be here. Platform application, cloud application, each and everything are from the cloud hosted application. It is already there. And down if you see, means something called custom apps, or some big database symbol is there, and packaged app is there, something is there. And middle you can see that there is one thing called Anypoint platform, which is nothing but our master, our Mulesoft master is here. Okay, so what we can understand from this picture is the Mulesoft can able to connect anything. Okay, not alone a specific software. It can connect to a mobile device, it will connect to a social platform or SaaS application, cloud application, customer application, each and everything the Mulesoft can able to connect and establish the connectivity. That's one of the main reason. Okay, and if you are going to connect all this application, each and everything will be having one big system. Suppose if I take an example of WhatsApp. If we take WhatsApp, means I am Vel Murugan, I am having 150 contacts, and inside that 150 contacts, I am daily using, chatting the information, sharing everything. All the data will be captured somewhere. It should be captured somewhere. Then only they will be having some data servers where they will be maintaining all the system. So that all the systems are nothing but that are called the backend data. Okay, or databases they may be telling. It means all this data will be securely placed in some other databases or some other customized app. From there, they will be creating the communication. Whenever we need, it will be going and touching that databases, fetching the information and coming to our mobility, and we will be doing the communication. So to happen all this thing, there should be one middleman where this Anypoint, where our Mulesoft is playing the key role. So what that people are telling is, by the Mulesoft, you can able to connect any target system and any end system. That is any end system in the sense, any this big data, custom app, or any app, you can able to connect. You can able to establish the connection, and you can able to fetch the data from here to here. Okay, how it is doing with the help of some left hand and right hand, I can say. Left hand and right hand means with the help of Studio, with the help of any platform account, where you can able to develop that applications. While developing, you can able to connect these applications, and you can able to establish the connection between this application and establish it to the outer world. Okay, so this is the whole platform architecture. This is fine. So till that, any doubts? So this is one major way which you need to understand. It is not alone for Mulesoft. Whatever the applications you want to learn, you need to know how it is happening overall. It will be very interesting. Okay, that's the reason I'm just going very deeply in this slide. Is it fine?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
thank you. Fine. Thanks. Okay. Fine. Now we come to know integration is fine, and Mulesoft introduction is fine, advantages is fine, and overall architecture is fine. So this many times I was telling that you are going to develop something, we are going to develop something, we are going to give it to the outer world, we are going to develop something. What is that? It is nothing but an application. Okay. In IT world, it is called API. They will be mainly telling us an API. It means application programming interface. You don't need to mug up, or you don't need to keep each and everything in your mind. You can just what you need to do is just you need to understand what it is. That's enough. Okay, that's enough in this world, in this IT world, or that's enough in this Mulesoft. In Mulesoft, you won't be mug upping anything. You won't be keeping each and every point in your mind. Nothing is there. Everything is self-settled. Just you are going to do the connector configuration. That's it. You need to understand the concept alone. To understand this concept, to do anything, you need to develop any application. Suppose if you want to connect to WhatsApp, okay, the WhatsApp is developed as an application. Okay, it is an application. If you see Facebook, it is an application. If you see Instagram, it is an application. What these applications are doing, it is doing some set of function. What is that function? It is creating the communication easier between other people inside this world. Wherever you want to create an application, it will use to create the communication. How? By having some parameters. If you take WhatsApp, means you need to have the mobile numbers, or if you take Facebook, means you need to have one login credential, that is some username and password. Instagram also same thing. If you are meeting that criteria, you are a part of that system and you are going to use the system. So basically all these applications will be using some set of function. Okay, there will be some key team, or there will be some key persons who will be sitting and analyzing how we are going to develop this set of function. So what is meant by set of function? It is nothing but application. Application means, keep in your mind, like WhatsApp or Facebook. I am going to create an application. Keep in your mind, I am going to create an application similar to WhatsApp. I am going to create. So what I will do means I will just sit and analyze. Okay, what are the things I need to gather? Suppose if it is like WhatsApp, means definitely I need to know the database of many people. I need to have the communication, all the language settings should be there, keyboard should be there, and there should be security should be there, and many other extra features like putting status, or removing the status, or creating a group. For all these things, I will be sitting and analyzing. This many features I can give to the consumers, so that they will be very happy to use my applications. Okay, to do all this thing, you need to develop an application. That is nothing but API. Whenever someone is coming and asking you what is meant by API, you can simply tell it is just a set of function which is exposed to the outer world, where it is used to just pass the informations between the two systems. You can see from this diagram, it is very, very clear. Okay, here you can see that internet is our common world. We all know what is meant by internet. Okay, this request is response are nothing but we are this request and response. Okay, suppose I am using mobile, and inside that mobile I am using WhatsApp, and I am asking something. So I am just putting the request to the internet. It is connecting to the internet. Okay, and this is nothing but that WhatsApp application, that is that API. Whenever you're asking something from your phone inside your WhatsApp, the request will be gone via internet, and the internet will go and hit this a WhatsApp application, and inside this application there will be some set of function which will be doing some decide function based on your request. Suppose in your request you are asking some friend request. Okay, this person I want the friend request. It will go and hit this API, and in this API there will be a section called friend request. Whole tab will be there. Okay, it will directly go there. For that whole tab, inside that friend request, there will be definite certain big database which will be running in the background. So what it will do means, it will just this API from WhatsApp, it will go and request to the backend data. It will fetch the data and give it to this API. And from this API, you will be getting the response. And inside your phone, you can able to see the suggestions for all the friend lists. Suppose if you're searching as in whale, you will be getting all the names which is available with name whale inside the Facebook friend list. So like this only it will be happening. So this is an API in simple words. Okay, so this is fine, but the next thing which you need to know is how we are going to develop this API. Okay, this is the key item, not alone in Mulesoft. If you are inside the IT, means all the people, this is the key item, how we are going to develop. Or there should be some procedure. If there is some procedure, and if there is some steps, or some diagrams or pseudocode diagram which is available, means it will be easy for the developer to go through the step and develop an application. Similarly, inside Mulesoft, if you want to develop any application, the Mulesoft is providing a beautiful diagram and it is telling the beautiful step how you need to develop an API. That is nothing but MuleSoft API management lifecycle. You don't need to remember all this name. I'm again telling you, don't at all need to remember. Just keep in your mind that if you want to develop any API or if you want to develop any creativity inside MuleSoft means you can follow this diagram. It will just give you a draft what it is doing. That's the reason I am just taking this topic. Okay, this topic is very interesting and it will be very useful for you people because most of the input I'm going to get from you itself. Okay, you can see that it is having three different circles. One is the inner circle. Okay, it is nothing but the design phase they will be selling. It is having the second next outer circle. It is called the implementation. The third is called the management. Now we will go deeply what is meant by each thing. Okay, let us go for this inner circle. Now let us take some example. So you people tell me what kind of application we can develop. Anybody can tell me something like any application like WhatsApp or anything. Now we are going to develop that application. Just tell me.
Instagram.
Okay, let us take Instagram. Fine. Okay, so now we are going to develop a big thing called Instagram. Okay, now what to develop that Instagram, now the people, we should be in the design phase. What we'll be doing, we will be just sitting and analyzing what are the things needed to develop that application. Actually, what is for Instagram? It is just a communication platform where we can share our information. To share our information, it should support the photos, it should support the videos, it should have security, it should have the connected applications. Whenever you're installing that application, it should have the access to our mobile phone, like the phone books, the gallery, each and everything you will be writing inside a note page. Like these are the things I needed for the to develop an Instagram. Now all the things will be happening this define phase. Okay, that's what it is telling. Identify process and business requirement, create logical data model, and translate into logical service and API groupings. It is nothing but you are going to write each and every topic inside this. After writing this, you will be in a picture that, okay, this should be the user, this should be the login. Inside that login, there should be two parameters. One thing is called the username, second is called the password. And there should be some third separate topic. It should be like forget password or something, which will be useful for the consumers who are not able to remember or forgotten their credential. After it is coming passing the login phase, you should be having the user screen. And user screen you can split into 2 or 3 ways, like your profile picture thing, or you can view your that normal view how you want to view, or if whenever you are clicking your photos, it should be coming in the whole screen. And if you want to edit, mean there should be some separate features. Like that you will be developing one logical diagram. After developing this, what the developer will do is they will just aggregate it everything into one package that is called the simulate. Okay, now what the developer will do is, now the next step will be, suppose login, they will be having one resource called the login. Okay, login means what are the parameters available in the login. It should have the three things as I discussed: username, password, and forget password, something like that. Next, the profile picture. If you take profile picture, means it will be coming into another group. Inside that you will be having three types of logical view. One is this profile view, one is customer view, one is friend resource or a searching view, something like. And the third thing will be security. Security means if you see the privacy tab, you will be having many sections. No, like that there should be separate section called security. How the security you can enhance? You can give the OTP authentication, you can give the code, that is passcode authentication, or you can give the fingerprint authentication, anything you can set. The fourth thing will be the common thing, exposing to the outer world, like explore. You can see in Instagram, whenever you are going for explore, you can able to see each and everything based on other people's what they are putting. So all this they will just segregate into separate section, that is called the simulate. Okay, after segregating this, they will just keep one name like login, profile picture, security, and explore. This four thing I can take it. Okay, so these four things are nothing but they are, in IT term they will be calling it as an resources. Okay, resources means some main items. So inside, if you want to know anything about the login, you should go the login resource and you should see. So inside resource, what will be there? Inside login, what will be there? You people tell me. Just now I say.
Username, password.
Yeah. So username, password. So that are nothing but that will be the operations or method. Okay. So for each this operations or method, what you need to get, you need to have one request and response. Suppose if I am telling username is an operation, for specific username, you should have one request, that is vailmurugan.gmail.com is the request. Okay. If that is fine means you need to get successful or something as the response. So that will be the request and response. So like that, you are going to divide this, divide this payload in this manner. After doing all this, you will be having one mock session. That is mock in the sense, whatever you are developed, you are going to do one specific free testing. Just you are going to test it and you are going to get the feedback. Is everything is at overall level, it is fine or not? Now everything is fine. Each and everything design is completed means the next section what you will do means you will continue for the implementation phase. So our basement is ready. Like that you can keep our every basement is ready. Each and everything is ready. Now the next thing what you will be doing is you will be going for the implementation. Implementation is nothing but the main actual work or where it needs to connect, what are the target system it needs to connect, each and everything will be done in the implementation. So in implementation, if you say means, suppose I am taking the login, I'm taking only one parameter or one resource in your words, one resource I'm taking, and it is having the username and password and forget username or forget password, 3 items. Okay. And in the implementation phase, what you need to do is whatever the username they are giving, you need to have a track of all this username. If you are not having means definitely the system won't remember and each and every data will be lost. Each time you will be creating a new profile. Okay. So you need to have one backend system. You can create one or it is already there means you can just bargain the thing or you can take the system or connect to the system by doing some connectivity. Okay. For login itself, to store all the username and password, you need to connect to one end system like database or SAP or anything in the backend, like you can see in this diagram. Okay. So for that, in the implementation phase in Mulesoft, you will be creating the connection. Now you can recollect that first point. What it will do, it is used to create the source as well as the target system. Here, what is the source? Our source is the Instagram applications which are going to develop. Inside that, you are going to connect one as your source will be login and your target will be let us take the Oracle database where you are going to store all this username and password. So you will be establishing the connections, you will be setting all the parameters, and you will be fetching the details whenever it is needed. Similarly, for all other phase, you will be doing the implementation. And after your implementation is ready, now it's okay. Now the developer is thinking, does my application Instagram is ready? Now I am going to expose it to the outer world. Okay, there comes the management. So this is nothing but the latest step or the final step, I can say. My Instagram app is ready. Now I'm 100% sure that I can go and do the deployment and give it to the people who and all they want to use. Okay. So here there are two more or many key terms placed, because whenever any information is coming to public, the people will be thinking twice or thrice, because some people will think that it should be secure and the consumers will think that my data should be on my own, without my permission my data should not be shared. So this thing and all you need to take in consideration, and you need to give 100% guarantee to the consumers that your data integrity is very good. And you also need to have one track. Suppose I am hosting the Instagram, after hosting it people are using, and you should know how many people are using it, what is the analytics done that, and how many people reaching my things, how many people giving feedbacks, how many people not liking my Instagram. And if suppose some thousands of people are hitting this APM, if any crashes is happening, each and everything you need to have one analytics. That is nothing but the management. This management is also the Mulesoft is providing for you. Providing in the sense, whenever your application is deployed or it is running in some other environment, it is also giving in features of adding the policies. Policies are nothing but like your username and password. whoever is having the account inside Instagram, they can only use the Instagram. So for that, you will be adding one policy called username password policy, where if you have, and if it is meeting that credential, it is correct, means it will allow inside your password. None other people can reach to that account. Like that configuration you can set it. After that also, it is giving the monitoring and analytics, where you can able to see each and every information, how much payload is coming, how much response is going, how many people incoming, people going, how many used, how many not using, how much time the app is used inside that application. Each and everything is done in this management cycle. Okay, this is one long journey of how we are going to develop an API and how it is acting in the outer world. The same thing is happening inside your Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever the applications in nowadays you take, means all the people are following the same information, only the technology differs. That's so. Is it clear? How was the journey? It is boring.
No.
No, it's a good.
No. Yeah, but
Okay.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello?
Ask me. Yeah, ask me.
What is mean by payload?
Payload. Okay, fine. Good question, actually. Payload is nothing but, as I say, no, it is your request and response. Okay, in IT, they will be telling us an request or they will be telling us an payload. It is not, suppose in login, you are having two attributes, as I said, username and password. Okay, so for username and password, what you will be giving? You will be giving some Gmail ID or you will be giving your password. These two things are nothing but, in IT terms, it is called the request or response, or it is called the payload. That's it. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Fine. Any other doubts or anything you want to add? Please go forward and tell me. Any other comments?
And one more thing, what is endpoint? Endpoint means endpoint.
Okay, super. Endpoint is nothing.
Where it will be used?
Yeah. It is also in your real-time example I will give it, then only you can able to easily keep in your mind. Endpoint is nothing but, if you take WhatsApp, when you are connecting in your system, what in the taskbar, what it will show? Suppose Facebook, www.facebook.com. Correct?
Okay.
So you will be having something called www.facebook.com. Whenever you are going for the login page of the Facebook, similarly you will be having www.facebook.login something you will be coming. So that is nothing but, that is called the endpoint, or that is called the URL. That's the thing. Similarly, if I am going to develop an Instagram, my own Instagram, I will be having one URL. Let me name as whaleinstagram.com. Don't laugh, but I'm just telling for your example. www.whaleinstagram.com. In this URL, I will be hosting that application.
Okay.
Fine. Any other doubts? Or anything you are not getting, or you are stuck anywhere? Please be free, then only it will be interesting. Okay. Fine then. Okay. So these all are pretty much information which I wanted to share with you. Okay. Just I don't want to confuse you by giving a lot of technological information or technical word in the demo itself, because it will be very boring. Okay. So you need to, I just want to know the overview of how you're going to understand this MuleSoft, or in this IT world, inside that IT, how is this integration? Inside the integration, how is this MuleSoft? Inside MuleSoft, how we are going to develop an application. These four key terms you need to understand whenever you are whenever you are coming inside the MuleSoft. So that's the reason I just explained all these things detailedly. And apart from this, these are the things that is additional. Okay, so if you are going further, you will be able to understand. Suppose if you are developing any applications, okay, Instagram, you develop each and everything is done. How you will be testing that application? Testing means, it is in your normal terms, it is working or not. How you are going to determine? There should be some softwares, or there should be some shortcut software or easy software where you can able to test this application easily. So in market, this is not alone for Mulesoft. For all inside your IT, there are many softwares available for testing, like Postman or SOAP UI, or there are many things. If you go on search, means many things are there. So mostly people will use this Postman and SOAP UI because it will be very user friendly, and it will be having you can able to test each and application in whatever manner you want. Okay, whenever you are going for this training, I will also give you this additional thing, that is I will also take you a extra class on how you need to work it on the testing platform like Postman, each and everything and all. Okay, so like this, the Postman tool will look like, where you will be having this URL on how you need to work inside this Postman, how you need to post a request, how you need to get the response, each and everything. I will just tell you in the further Mulesoft real training. After this demo class, you will be telling. So apart from this, suppose you may ask, okay, each and everything you are telling like this, how the class will be. So how you, I'm just giving an overview. Okay, so your real class will be like this. So for each day, you will be having separate topic, and what is the topic and what we are going to do inside the topic. You will be having one real-time applications. You will be installing your Anypoint Studio parallelly, and you will be working daily along with me. Whatever the use case I am developing, you are also going to develop. And for each applications, I'm going to give you the link, that is the Mulesoft link, where you can go and see about that concept. So each day you will be having like this class where you will be covering each and every topic. So I will be handling in two ways. Okay, the first thing is I will just finish with the studio part. Okay, studio part means the implementation part inside studio, how you need to develop, download it, how you need to analyze the studio. For example, your studio will look like this only. This is your studio, how you need to download the studio, how you need to develop this application, how you need to use the mainly used component. There are thousands of components available inside Mulesoft. So what are the major used concept to develop an API? What are the connector needed, and how you need to establish the connection, how you need to deploy locally inside your studio? All the things first we will cover. Okay, so your implementation part, you will be thorough. So after that, the second part of the training will be on the platform section. That is how we are going to take this application, export it, how we are going to deploy it, and after deploying it, you are going to monitor it, you are going to apply policy, and you are going to test it. So each and everything will be there. Apart from that, at the end of this training, you will be doing one use case where each people on their own, you are going to develop in applications, and you are going to deploy it, you are going to run it, and after that you are going to share with me. So that you will be very thorough whenever you are going for the real-time project. So this is one thing. And apart from that, if you also want any additional topic while going further, means you can tell me, then and there in the class, I will definitely take the sessions for you. And apart from that, if you want any what to say, any to do the certification, if you want any help or each and everything, we will provide you all the things. So is it clear? So any other doubt you have or anything you want to ask, please ask me.
No.
Yeah.
Daily, at what time the class will be started?
Yeah, so that the person will reach you. So the coordinator will definitely reach you. He will update it. But as of now, the timing which confirmed is morning 8 to 9. If at all you want any other timings, politely means you can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are planning. Hey, sorry to interrupt. This is Kumar from Wintech. So the timings would be from 8 to 9 from morning. If you need any other timings, we'll let you know. You can contact over the wherever you have or the contact. There you will let you know if there are any other times. Currently, we are focusing on from 8 to 9 morning times.
That's fine.
That answers your questions, I think.
Yeah. Don't, if you confirm, means we will be creating one group. Inside that you can tell what are the inputs you want. If all the people are not okay with this timing, if you want another timing, means you can accept, tell, we will be supportive. That's not an issue. Apart from that, any doubt? I'm not getting any doubt.
Any other
regarding
doubts?
I think the session was bored. That's the people. Nobody is telling anything.
Is there any other topics?
Okay. Or no comments. I'm not hearing any comments.
Yeah, it's a good session.
Mulesoft 4.1.
Yeah. We are going to see 4.1, 4.x version.
Come again?
Yeah. We are going to see
version
4.
will
version.
be 4.3. Right now in the
4.3.
4.3.
Yeah. 4.3.
Okay.
Any other doubt? The people from mechanical, at least, are you
Yeah,
able
if
to?
you are okay.
If you are okay, it is able to understand. Or anything you are stuck, please feel free to talk or tell something.
Yeah, feel free to talk even in other language also. Fine, I will be able to
anything is
understand Telugu also. No problem. I'm here to understand. I will let the instructor know. తెలుగులో అడగండి మీకు డౌట్స్ ఉంటే ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు టాక్ ఇన్ తెలుగు వస్తే మాట్లాడండి ఇఫ్ యు హావ్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్ మీకు ఏమన్నా సందేహాలు ఉంటే అడగండి దానికి సొల్యూషన్ ఉంటే చెప్తాం ఖచ్చితంగా
yeah but sorry I don't know Telugu all the people so whenever anyway
no problem right now I will be able to understand and communicate with you
yeah fine no I was just kidding
yes sure
okay I think it's pretty much fine so
yeah it's fine
yeah so sorry to interrupt so there is one question did we answer this question daily we have discussing some topics can we practice with the topic with some complex and real-time scenarios yes we will give you the complex scenarios or real-time scenarios wherever we are doing to discuss we will definitely let you know where they are used like let's say we are talking one of the flow that will give you an idea on where this real-time scenario can be used where this that the instructor will let you know definitely you don't need to worry about that you will get you will make sure you at least minimum understandable to the real-time scenarios we will give you every time we discuss the topic I think instructor will give you wherever he has done real-time scenario he will let you know those details అవి మీకు చెప్తారండి రియల్ టైంలో ఎప్పుడు వాడారు ఎలా వాడారు అనేది చెప్తారు
okay
yeah I think if you don't have any other questions we can wind up the session if you still have please raise your voice or else we'll close the session
Everything is fine.
okay thank you
Yeah, thank you for the session.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, I think it's fine.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
ఆల్రెడీ నాకు ఇదంతా నేర్చుకున్నదే నాకు మొత్తం వచ్చింది మళ్ళీ అంటాడు ఒకసారి ఇంద్రా బాబు బాబాయ్